All right, we also got the moon in Scorpio right now. So we're going to be reacting and responding to deep desires, deep secrecies, deep privacies. And of course, wherever you got Scorpio at in your house, you're also going to be developing some form of skeletons. We also have South Node in Scorpio. So you're going to be dealing with some self demons, or past situations that can create a demon to relive in the existence of where you got Scorpio at. We're also going to run down the energies that's and the aspects in this perspective. We also got the Sun in Aries right now too, so we all going to be reacting and responding towards deep, impulsive reactions and responses towards our goals and towards our intentions and of course agendas as well. We're dealing with a whole lot of Mars and Pluto energy right now too. So also, you want to make sure that you are in the process of transforming and eliminating anything that don't no longer serves you, and of course, no longer is going to work in your perspective. Because when the moon gets inside Sagittarius, you're going to be able to feel optimistic and free, or you're going to be basically feel kind of stuck and stagnated in the area, depending on how you was maneuvering when it comes to this moon and Scorpio energy. So you want to make sure that you're clearing out the energies of toxicness or holding on to things. You want to let certain things go, let certain skeletons get the fuck about your area, and of course, getting ready to basically transform some shit. So, yeah, the moon kind of sleep here too, but this is also representations of a full moon as well too, because being at its sleep, it can also play out some chaotic expressions. People get killed with the moon and Scorpio. People get killed on full moon. So you don't want to be placed into a situation of developing those kind of energies. So you want to make sure you kind of like detach and separate in your way towards certain shit. For me, make sure you're home in a comfortable space, away from individuals, away from people and shit. You don't want to be around people when the moon is Scorpio. For me, unless you're around family or some shit, and y'all in y'all house or some shit. But everybody want to have their own privacy. Everybody want to have their own ways of doing things behind closed doors. Everybody want to fuck. Everybody want to suck in certain areas. So you want to make sure that you're in the process of making sure that you're bringing privacies and not expressing or basically putting the sunlight on too many things. Because Aries, we in Aries season, so a whole lot of shit. You can be very impulsive when it comes to your actions, and of course, not realizing that the moon is in Scorpio. So you can basically place yourself into a situation of a catastrophic event. So try to hold yourself back, and try not to get yourself into a situation where it can get very deadly and harmful for you. So yeah, we're gonna basically get into these energies right now. We have the Sun sextile Pluto. So this is opportunities to see where you need to transform a person, place, a thing, or something that you're associated with in your life. You need to learn, go ahead and let that go. Feel me? Sun is Aries. We also got the Pluto in Capricorn, but it's also in that cusp when it comes to Aquarius. So it's going to be areas where you need to go ahead and see where you need to transform a person, place, a thing, or association out your life. So go ahead and basically get that going. You don't want anything in your area that's going to kind of like block you or basically have you focus on the wrong shit. You want to make sure you have the right individuals, the right areas where you can be very dedicated towards coming together, and of course making sure that you're in the right arena with the right individuals, not the wrong individuals. Feel me? Also, we got Mercury conjunct Jupiter right now. So, of course, we're going to be basically thinking, communicating, and analyzing about our experiences. And, of course, areas where we can go ahead and, of course, expand our mind. Because wherever you're expanding your mind at, that focus is going to basically pinpoint you in the right area, pinpoint you in the right experiences to develop, and, of course, your surroundings. And, of course, project you in the right areas where you can feel comfortable at, too. We also got Venus square Uranus right now. So, we all going to be basically learning about what we value and learning about changing what we value during this time too. So you want to change what you're valuing during this time for the better or for the worse. But that's going to basically help you out wherever you got Taurus at and wherever you got Aquarius at. Also, we got Mars square Uranus. So this is basically learning how to be very direct and initiative towards what we are deeply rooted into. So this is learning how to express yourself in a more patient manner, or this is basically learning how to put your patience towards direct expression and shit. But it's all about coming together, working together, and building a new world or a new domain. Because Uranus is in Taurus, so we all dealing with unexpected changes, but separation ain't gonna help. So you got to come together and, of course, create resources and create establishments and create processes where we all can come together and, of course, get things flowing and going. We also got Mars sextile Chiron right now. So it's going to be having opportunities to see areas where you can come together, work together on your trauma, and have it be healed. We also dealing with the moon square Uranus right now. So we're going to be basically dealing with some unexpected changes, some deeply unexpected changes when it comes to what we are valuing, and of course where we are gaining our stability and security from too. We also got Mars sextile Chiron right now. So this is going to be opportunities where we can be very direct towards areas that we are developing trauma, and areas where we need to get these things situated and not allow these things to grow. You don't want trauma to grow. You want trauma to be transformed, and you want that trauma to be replenished out your area. We also got Moon square Mars right now. So with the Moon square Mars right now, this is learning how to feel passionate towards what you're trying to manifest and what you're trying to associate yourself with. So we also got Moon opposing Uranus right now. So we're going to be feeling disconnected towards what we are trying to get practical on, and we're going to be feeling disconnected towards things that made us feel comfortable previously. Also, we got Venus conjunct Mars right now. So we are going to be basically valuing a whole lot of passion towards commitments, towards, coming together, towards interacting with the world, and of course, creating your podcast or some shit like that. We also got Venus sextile Chiron right now. So we're going to have opportunities to value areas where we can see, areas where we can feel, and areas where we can connect, and of course, relate traumas and shit with individuals, places and experiences that you felt or obtained or been through. We also got Sun conjuncting Mercury right now. So we're going to basically be expressing whatever we're thinking about, communicating about, whether with a person, place, or thing, or with ourselves. We also got Sun conjuncting Jupiter right now. So we're going to be basically expressing our experiences with individuals or with ourselves. We also got Sun conjunction Neptune right now. So we're going to be expressing dreams and illusions with ourselves or with others. We also got Sun conjuncting Chiron. So we're going to be expressing some form of trauma that we dealt with a person, place, or thing with ourselves or others. We also got Moon trine Mercury. So we're going to be feeling deeply connected towards what we are thinking and communicating about, what's on our mind. We also got Moon square Venus right now. So we're going to basically be reacting and responding to deep ways of valuing transformation when it comes to what we value with a person, place, or thing. Everybody got some deep tendencies, or everybody we basically may be dealing with some deep secrecies about a person, place, or thing. We also got Moon square Pluto right now. So we're going to be basically reacting and responding deeply towards transformation and changes when it comes to our consciousness or reality in general. We also got Mercury conjunct Neptune right now. So we're going to basically be having a whole lot of enhanced imaginations, enhanced visions, enhanced ways of dealing with our spirituality or our mentalities. We also got Venus conjunct Saturn right now. So we're going to be valuing a whole lot of ways of associating with reality in a new way or some shit. We also got Jupiter conjunct Neptune right now. So we're going to basically be going through experiences with our dreams, which can basically be brought down to reality. So whatever you've been dreaming about can happen. So make sure you're having good dreams, not bad dreams. But also remember your dreams be about you or situations that you dealt with previously. Now we're going to get into the houses. We're also going to get into the signs real fast too before we get into the Moon and Scorpio energy. So with the Moon and Scorpio, you need to be reacting and responding to deeply secrets, deeply passions, deeply motivations. Now, if you plant the right seeds, you're going to be able to actually see sunlight, see shine. Now, when the moon gets Sagittarius, if you still see darkness, then that means you have been kind of like reciprocated right back down with inner demons or skeletons and bones that was supposed to be closed shut, but you actually opened the door. Who told you to open the door? See, the Moon and Scorpio, it feels comfortable with secrets. It feels comfortable with basically being very connected deeply to something. So you don't want to basically be allowing yourself to be out there reckless with what you're deeply connected to. You want to keep these things secretive. You don't want these things to be out here known into the world, feel me? So, yeah. If you play out the energies in the right perspective, you'll be alright, feel me? Everybody ain't got to know your agendas or your passions right now, feel me? Whatever you got going on, make sure that's hidden right now. Don't tell nobody about shit, feel me? Wherever you got Scorpio in your hearts, in your charts, don't tell nobody about shit. Keep that shit sacred. Keep your lips still, feel me? The moon getting Sagittarius, then you can, of course, express yourself. Right now, keep your lips sealed on anything that you got going on behind closed doors, whether it's a job, commitment, or anything. For me, because not everybody likes your success when there's Moon and Scorpio right now, especially the individuals that are planting the wrong seeds. Now, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, you guys are going to be basically acting and reacting and, of course, expressing misunderstandings right now when it comes to going about things. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, you guys are going to be basically acting, reacting, and, of course, expressing disconnections or oppositions when it comes to this transit. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be acting, reacting, and of course, expressing misunderstandings when it comes to your intellect and of course, your ways of communicating. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be acting, reacting, and of course, expressing deep ways of being gifted. And of course, comes to love and nurturing and caring. Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be basically acting, reacting, and of course, expressing conflicts when it comes to what's seen and what's hidden. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be basically analyzing things deeply when it comes to opportunities that you have, when it comes to actions, reactions, of course, expressions. Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be placed into a situation of dealing with differences and, of course, in the process of deeply relating when it comes to communicating, reactions, and expressions. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be basically placed into a situation of having a deep aura with you when it comes to your actions, your reactions, of course, what you are chosen to express. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be seeing different sides of expressing, acting, and of course, deeply towards your experiences and of course, your beliefs. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be acting, reacting, and of course, expressing opportunities on a deeper level when it comes to your goals and your passions. Also, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be placed into a situation of dealing with some conflicts when it comes to your actions, your reactions, and your expressions when it comes to your uniquenesses and shit like that. But also, Aquarius is kind of like exalted there in that area, so kind of like love this energy. So it's going to be in this alienation mode with this kind of energy. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendances. You guys are going to be having a gift to express deeply when it comes to your illusions, your dreams, your creativities, and your talents and your art. Now, if you got Scorpio in the first house, you're going to be placed into a situation of dealing with a conjunction right here. But also, this is going to bring misunderstandings too when it comes to your personality, your personal expressions, and of course, how you personally evolve yourself. Feel me? Your personality, depending on the seed you was planting when it comes to the Moon and Libra, you're going to be basically placed into a situation of dealing with personal demons or personal angels, which means you are using your demons to get you to a higher perspective. Or you can be allowing your demons to take you over right now. Don't allow that shit. Also, Scorpio in the second house. You're going to be placed into a situation of valuing demons or angels. You could be basically utilizing the things that you possess or possessed with to basically put you into a situation of getting from point A to point B. But if you plan a bad season of the Moon with the Libra, you're going to be relating to valuing demons right now. Third house. If you was placed into a situation of environment surroundings of friends, you're going to be placed into a situation of going through some deep separation when it comes to your friends, your environment, or transformation. Or you can be placed into a situation dealing with demons when it comes to your environment or your surroundings, or past individuals that you fuck with can basically be popping back up right now. Fourth house, you're going to be placed into a situation of dealing with home, privacy, that's demons, or family can be demons on the side, or past situations, or past deep connections with home and family can pop back up. Fifth house, you'll be placed into a situation of dealing with demons that you dealt with when it comes to your creative endeavors, your expressions, and of course your talents and gifts. You'll be basically placed into a situation dealing with good demons, good angels, or bad talents during this time, depending on what you was related to when the Moon was in Libra. Sixth house, if you in this situation, you'll be dealing with demons that can fuck with your health, or you'll be placed into a situation of using these demons to get you from point A to point B. For me. Or using your health to get you to a better predicament, or your routine, deeply onto your routine, feel me? Or you could be basically attracting individuals that deal with health issues, so deeply. Seventh house, you're going to be placed into a situation of deeply relating towards connections with a partner, business partner, or a love affair. This could be deep love affairs, demon love affairs, or a past ex can pop back up. Eighth house, you'll be dealing with deep desires when it comes to your demons or your angels. Now, when the Moon was in Libra, depending on the seed you was planting when it came to your seventh house, it's going to basically pinpoint the areas of what's going to be basically justified for the worse or for the better. Now, whatever you need to basically be reacting and responding to is behind closed doors and becomes, of course, being hidden and secretive. Ninth house. If you got this right here, you're going to be basically reacting and responding to moral systems, belief systems that can be very devilish or goddish, depending on how you was relating towards certain things. You can basically be dealing with some possessions when it comes to your own experiences or your belief systems and shit like that, for the better or for the worse. Also, if you got Scorpio in the 10th house, you're going to be attracting and reacting to deep statuses when it comes to what you're known for, and of course what you dealt with in the past. It's going to be past demons popping back up to ruin your status, Or this can be you in the angelic system, where your status in which you are basically being broadcast for us in the right perspective, depending on the CG planet when you was in Libra. Also, Scorpio in the 11th house. You're going to be placed into a situation dealing with deep associates or deep demons, demonic associations with during this time. I mean, you don't want to be dealing with no past demonic associations or past individuals that you fucked with in the past. Make sure these individuals is not taking your space. Don't allow them to don't allow them to come back in. Feel me? You make sure that these friends you're dealing with, these individuals that you're fucking with, make sure they're the right people. Because you don't want to be placed into a situation dealing with the wrong individuals during this time. Especially when you're in Aries season. You can be your actions can be very impulsive. But your reactions, your responses, you basically be dealing with some deep demons, deep desires and shit that you no longer should even basically be holding on to. You should be letting that shit go. And that's also what's going to help you, which is the North Node and Taurus. Wherever you got Taurus at, that's going to awaken the moon. Get things flowing. Also, last but not least, if you got Scorpio in the 12th house, you're going to be placed into a situation of dealing with deep secret enemies or deep dreams and imaginations and fantasies, which can be angelic dreams or fucking nightmares, depending on the seed you planted when the moon is in Libra. Now it's up to you. For me, now it's up to you to take full power control, do your little ritual and spell when you go to sleep. Make sure you're clearing out your space, clearing out your mentality. Make sure everything is kind of like naked. You want to be naked, just completely naked. You want to basically make sure you're in the right area, the right space, and the right ways of feeling comfortable about yourself when it comes to going to sleep. And of course, releasing things, not holding on to things. I have no regrets. I have no pent up energy and shit or some shit. So yeah, and you'll be out in that perspective.